Hi, this is Anita, leader of the tribe of Benjamin. I'm just here to give a little bit more information, a little bit more wisdom concerning the subject of food. And I was talking about on the other video about corn. And I just wanted to get into it. I remember my fondest memory about corn was our church having our church picnic. It was an annual picnic we would have maybe twice in the summer. And in New Jersey, there uh, was an area there in central New Jersey where there was a beautiful park. And New Jersey is known as the Garden State. And so there are many, many farms there. Once you leave out of the inner city, there are farms in that area. And one of the crops that they grow there is the Silver Queen corn. And this is a white corn, but it is a sweet corn. It is so delicious. And I just remember being at those picnics, and as how I like to eat corn is with butter and some salt sprinkled on it. But I remember when it came to biting this corn, just tasting it, you didn't need anything on this corn. It was already so delicious, mouth-watering delicious and sweet, so good. The butter and the salt just was just like the icing on top that just made it over the top delicious. But it was delicious on its own, and I always remember having fond memories of, picnic time. Yes, we're going to get our corn, and I loved it. But I need people to understand some things about corn. It is a fruit, a vegetable, and a grain. It comes from a flower, so therefore it's a fruit. I found that out just looking over some things this morning. But I know it more as a vegetable and a grain. You can take corn and make it into cornmeal. So this is something that you can use, because I want people to understand hard times are coming. I don't know if you're listening to the prophets, the prophetic voices that are giving the warnings, but hard times are coming. And because they're coming, we need to be ready. We need to be prepared and understanding what we can purchase and buy to have and to use and to store that may be able to help us through those hard times. Corn is used all around the world as soups, and as I said, also as grain, as a vegetable. We love it here, usually barbecues and picnics. Corn on the cob, I love it grilled. I love taking the corn and having it off the cob a lot of time, but it's fun, especially for the children. The issue, that I have is that corn is the most um, genetically modified crop there is, and unfortunately, and there has been research that has shown that there are toxins in genetically modified. GMO is genetically modified organism, and genetically modified and engineered food. It's not the way God created that food. His seed that He gave us, everything should be fruitful. It should be able. We should be able to multiply. It's the same with food. Our seed should be able to germinate. But when you are selling seed that cannot germinate and doesn't produce more seed, then a lot of times you're going to have things that they have, added, sprayed, whatever it is, these toxins to hurt the body. It's not that it won't do anything to affect us. And so, although it's a cost-effective food to buy, usually about 33 cents an ear, it can be harmful in large amounts. And so we need to be careful in how we're consuming this vegetable. We need to be really careful when it comes down to, if you know that you have high blood sugar, pray. But if this is something that you've been struggling with, your doctor has told you about this is a starch. It can elevate your sugar levels. So you should either really limit it or cut it out completely and not eat it, because there's certain things, that God can tell you, don't eat this, don't put this inside of your temple, don't put this in your body, because this will harm you. Allow me to heal you, allow me to get you into a place, where you can consume. But if you're going to consume it, and if you have the ability to go online, the best thing is to look for non-GMO organic corn. This is what some people love yellow, some people love the silver queen, but look for that, because you want, as I explained, why you want to get non-GMO, but also organic because of pesticides. Pesticides are also harmful to your nervous system. It's harmful to your body. It's harmful to your organs, as well as GMO foods can be harmful to your organs, as well as to those that are expecting or planning to have children and to be pregnant. This is important because all of these toxins in your body can harm the baby. It can harm your child, and your baby being formed, and you don't want those things happening. So be careful what you're consuming. It is so important. It's very important that we can be wise in what we're doing. Corn is something that can be used as in soup. It can come alongside things, and like I said, it can be used as a meal. So if you're buying and consuming non-GMO organic corn, you can dry it out and turn it into a meal, and that can make some form of bread, and that means that you're getting more from that one food. You're getting more from it. You're getting double the value for what you're purchasing. So you don't just use it just as one thing, as a vegetable, but also as a grain, as a flour, as a meal. And so look for things like that, because it's going to stretch your dollars in times where we have scarcity, in times where we may have lack. There's lack of a shortage of food. So we need to be wise in how we purchase our food. I want you to understand that. And when it comes to the seed, I talk about this as well. For those of you who have property, who have land, this is also important why I talk about the seed, because you want to purchase seed that is non-GMO seed, organic seed, and grow that. When it comes down to people buying, try farmers markets, try to find co-ops. Those are great places to be able to find food. If there's someone you have a neighbor or someone who has land, ask them if you would be able to purchase a little spot, a little area, maybe pay $50 or $100 to just grow a little bit of food for yourself or your family or your children. Ask them. You may have things where you have a barter system, and so with a barter system you're trading, and you may have something you can offer them and something they can offer you. Sometimes just offering things spiritually. I notice just offering prayer, and then people want to give you things, and I'll show you just exactly what I mean. I will show you exactly what I am talking about. This was given to me through, this blessing was through a neighbor of mine. That's an eggplant. I have some cukes, some yellow squash, and some acorn squash. So this was given to me through my neighbors as a sign of just neighborly love, prayers that I have lifted up for their family. And so you look around and see, pray and ask God. God can make a way. He can give you beautiful gifts. Love your neighbors. If you can, get to know them, pray for them, and God can open doors and bless you in unexpected ways and give you what you need, because this is something, straight from the garden. And these are the things you want. You want to know if they spray or not. You may ask them, hey, can I put a bush here, or can I put up, can I plant something here? Would you mind not spraying in this area? If there's an area they would allow you to grow on. But if there's something that you give, wash. And when it comes down to organic, buying organic and non-organic, then understand when it comes down to your price point that those vegetables that have, as you can see here, a hard shell or skin, right? If they have a their skin is tough or thick, usually you can buy that. You don't have to go organic. You could save a few, pennies and not having to go that way if you're shopping at the supermarket, okay? But if it has a thin skin, like tomatoes, grapes, if you can, try to get those things organic, because the pesticide can seep into the skin easier, and you have more pesticide getting into your vegetables and your fruit. Now, there are washes you can do if you can't buy organic at all. There are certain washes, and I will include that in future videos, but you can also look it up. Washes to wash off your fruits and vegetables, to get as much of that pesticide off. You don't want that into your nervous system, into your brain. You don't want those toxins in there. And so try your best. It's not to feel forced, not for you to this is not anything where I'm telling you I'm trying to force you to do something. Make small changes, a little by little, as you are able. Pray as you can. God will open up doors for you to have more, to take care of your body, to take care of your temple, to be able to live healthy, to be able to take care of yourself, as I said, for the future, for your purpose, your passion, the plans of God. I want to see people just be able to carry out the things that God has for them. And how can we do that if we're not healthy, if we're not whole, if we're not able to have the strength, and the energy that we need to get these things done? So this is just me giving back, helping the people of God in this way, and the things that I've learned, the things that God has given me wisdom, things I've studied, just things that I want to share with the people of God. And I'm hoping that I can be a blessing, that I can stir up some interest for those that are interested in knowing about these things, for the years that I've gathered information. And I just love you. I'm praying for you. I thank you so much. I'm just here today, just me, in the little hat, teaching and just showing you some of the things that I'm passionate about and what I want to be able to get into on the new channel in different ways, in a greater way. I want to be able to show and display my passion about this. So I love you. God bless you, and have a beautiful and wonderful day.